Good morning everyone, welcome back to the vlog. So I'm just about to get ready for the day. I'm just gonna put some face on. Been purchasing from like AliExpress, Temu, Shein. Do a whole face as much as I can anyway from those online shops. First, Hun Mui pore based gel from AliExpress. So this is just like a primer, I guess. So I don't have any AliExpress or Temu style foundation, so I'm just going to use this Maybelline one, even out the skin tone a little bit. She Glam contour stick. This is the one from Shein, obviously. I got this because it's kind of like a grey tone brown rather than a golden tone brown, and I just thought this might actually suit my skin tone better. So we'll see. I never know which chin to put this contour on. I've got so many to choose from. NYX Kiss blush. These are nice soft baby pink. Oh, that's actually really nice. Eyebrow stencil kit. Okay, we'll have to fix that up. They look pretty intense to me, but just using this Savvy eyeshadow palette. Okay, for eyeliner, I'm just using Maybelline because I don't have any She Glam stuff. AliExpress, tiny bristle wand. NYX nude lip liner. I've got a couple of these lipsticks that I did get from AliExpress. I think we'll go in with this one, which is like a nice mauvey color. But yeah, that's my makeup today. And let's get on with the rest of the day. All right, so before I do anything else today, I'm just gonna put the doona cover back on the bed because some idiot this morning decided to lock the dog in the bedroom while I was still in the bed, and they went outside and started doing stuff outside. And of course, as soon as the dog sees that there's activity going on outside, he wants to be outside. So in order to get my attention and wake me up, he decides to put his muddy paws all over the bed and try and tap me to wake me up. So I have a brand new IKEA quilt set on the bed. Literally put it on the night before last night. So it had only been on the bed for 2 full days. And yeah, he put his muddy paws all over it. And because where we live, it's like red dirt and it just stains and does not come out. So I had to strip the quilt cover straight off the bed and wash it straight away because otherwise it would just ruin it. And I still haven't even had a look at it yet to see if it's actually stained it. And I said to Michael, if it's stained, I am going to buy a brand new set. I don't even care. Because I was so mad. So I'm just going to put this back on the bed, make the bed, light some scented candles so that the bedroom's smelling nice, and then we'll get going in the rest of the house. Bed is made, candle is lit, so making the bed smell nice. And oh, I wanted to update you guys, you know, just when I buy products and give you a little update. Remember those shower little caddy shelves that I bought from the reject shop? Well, yeah, this is where they ended up. Now, we couldn't even get them to stick on just with the suction. So then Michael went in and actually put some silicone on the suction cups as well to stick them on with that, and they still come off with the silicone. So and the silicone actually stuck to the tiles. I don't know if you can really see it here. It's stuck to the tiles, but whatever is on those suction cups, nothing is sticking to them. So yeah, do not recommend. We're gonna have one more go with the silicone, maybe just putting a little bit more on and smearing it around a little bit more. And we don't have it, like the stuff that's in it is not super heavy. So yeah, there should be no reason why it's falling off, but probably don't recommend these too highly. They look nice and they're nice and big and solid, but yeah, they just don't seem to stick for us for some reason. So this is where they're being stored at the moment. All right, so today I thought we'd have a little bit of a health reset. I want to get myself back into my healthy habits, get myself back onto proper keto, get myself back into the exercise. So I thought I would do a little bit of prep to get myself ready for next week. I'm going to do a meal plan today and work out what ingredients we need, do a shopping list so we can do some shopping tomorrow when we go up to Port. We're going to just work on dinners for now, so just basically getting whatever we're eating for dinner keto friendly. I sort of modify any dinners that we have to suit me anyway. So like if we decide to have hamburgers one day, obviously I'll just make myself a burger without the bun, you know, just put it between 2 pieces of lettuce or whatever. So I've been doing that a lot as well, so we're not sort of disrupting the family too much. But in general, the whole family likes keto food anyway. So yeah, it's not going to be a big change for anyone. So yeah, I thought for now, I'm just going to prep all my water bottles, prep my vitamins, my collagen, my turmeric drink, and have that all ready to go. So first off, I've got all of my Hydro Flask water bottles, which I'm going to fill these 3 water bottles up with water and get them in the fridge so that they're cold and ready to go. And then this big tumbler cup, which is 828 mils, I'm going to fill this up with water as well, but I'm going to add my collagen peptides to this one. I think for tomorrow, I'm going to kick off with my immunity peptides. This is one of my favorites. It's the elderberry and raspberry flavored one from the Collagen Co. So that's going to be my collagen cup. These are going to be my 3 water bottles. Each one of these has about just under a litre in. So I don't necessarily drink like a whole 3 litres every day, but I just like to have them all cold, ready to go in the fridge. So we'll fill all these up, get them ready for tomorrow, and get them in the fridge cold. Just a tip if you are using Hydro Flask bottles, what I tend to do is I'll fill them up with water and put them in the fridge without their lids on. The water actually gets colder quicker that way. Because they're an insulated water bottle, if you've got the lid on, it's going to keep whatever is inside that at the temperature that it is for a lot longer anyway. So if you want your water cold quicker, leave the lids off until the water is cold. And then once you take it out of the fridge to drink from it, then you put your lids on. So I've got 2 of them. I'll just put the regular lids on once the water's gotten cold. And then the one I'm actually using, I will have this lid on it with the straw. And obviously, yeah, I just sort of rotate them round. So just a little tip with those. Now for this one, I've already got a packet open, and I actually store, this is not an ad for Hydro Flask, by the way. We do, like Michael does a lot of work with Hydro Flask, so we do get sent a lot of products, and we genuinely do love them and use them regularly. So yeah, this is not a sponsored video, but when I open this, I just store it in one of these containers. So this has got this in it. So we'll put a couple of scoops of the collagen into this and get that in the fridge so that it's cold and ready to go. And then tomorrow when I wake up, there'll be no excuses. I think I'll just put 2 scoops in that because it's fairly big. So again, I'll leave the lid off until it's actually cold, and then we'll put the lid on when I drink it. So I'm just using my little Temu mixer, and I recommend putting it in before you turn it on. And that will just help mix the... That's a good job, this, for the price. It was like literally like $2 or $3. Yeah, so that's going to go in the fridge. So I'm all set for hydration tomorrow, so that's a plus. Okay, so the other thing I don't really need to prep because they're already done, is my vitamins, but I've got enough to keep me going for about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 days there. So that'll be good for next week. Now, the other thing I am actually going to prepare is my little turmeric drink. So I have this with some soda water mixed with some apple cider vinegar and lemon juice. And I quite like it. I find it quite a refreshing drink, especially when I'm doing keto and there's not a lot you can drink as far as fizzy stuff. I mean, I know you can drink all of the diet drinks and artificial sugar flavored drinks, but I try to stay away from them as much as I can, only just because I don't like I don't like having a lot of the artificial sugars either. I do have the Zero Coke, and I will have one of those maybe every now and again. So it's mostly a little pinch of each one of these. We've got turmeric, cayenne pepper, ginger, regular black pepper and cinnamon. I just basically put, you know, maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, I don't know, just a tiny amount, and mix it all together in these little containers. And then when I make my soda water, apple cider vinegar and lemon drink, I'll just tip that in and mix that in with it and have that. And I find it quite refreshing. So we'll do that. So that will be pretty much all of my drinks and vitamins prepped. And yeah, then we'll go on to start organizing a meal plan for next week. So I don't really measure anything with these. I just kind of get a little bit on the tip of the teaspoon and just chuck it in. It's all to taste, really. So all of these ingredients are supposed to be like very good, especially like anti-inflammatory, immunity boosting and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, I just sort of mix it in, make a drink out of it. Okay, these are all my little containers ready to go. So I'm just going to chuck them into the little basket, and yeah, I'll be having one of those each day. So now that all of my drinks and vitamins and collagen is all prepped and in the fridge and getting cold and ready to go, I thought I would come and sit down and do some meal plans. Like, I know for me, I know my life is actually coming together when I've actually got time and energy to actually meal plan. I don't think I've meal planned in about, I don't even know, it would have to be more than 5 years. Like, I've just not had it in me to actually sit down, plan meals, get the ingredients and actually cook them for a week. So yeah, I feel really good inside knowing the fact that I'm at this stage now where I can actually plan some meals. So I'm just popping on Pinterest and looking up some low carb, keto friendly meals. Now, for me personally, I am doing the ketogenic or low carb way of eating. It just suits me and suits my body a lot better than any other way of eating. So anything you take from my videos, just know I'm not advising anyone to follow and do what I'm doing. I'm just basically sharing with you guys what I'm doing for myself. So obviously I'm not a doctor. I don't have any expertise in the diet and way of eating and all of that sort of thing. Most of the information I have received regarding keto eating and low carb eating is from Dr. Eric Berg on YouTube. You can look him up. He's got a channel on YouTube. He, for me, very easy to understand. It's got good information on there. Lots of videos for beginners and starting out. Just take what I'm sharing with you as this is what I'm doing for me personally. But yeah, obviously I'm not advising you guys to follow in my footsteps because you need to work out what's going to work best for you. So with that little disclaimer out the way, I feel like everyone needs to do that now. Keto lifestyle or the low carb eating, whatever you want to call it, it's basically switching your body over from burning carbohydrates and sugars for their main source of energy, switching it over to burning fat. That's basically all you're doing. So most people who aren't doing keto diets or anything like that, they're getting their energy from carbohydrates. So when you consume carbohydrates, your body changes that into glucose, which is a form of sugar, and that's basically what your body uses for energy. So if you are depleting that glucose or sugar source or carbohydrate source from your diet, your body will then switch over to burning fat for energy. So that's basically, in a very simple nutshell, what ketogenic diet is doing. So when you limit your carbs and you limit your sugars, like sugar is carbs, it's the same thing. When you limit your carbs and your body doesn't have a constant source of carbs to use as energy, it will start looking to the fat that is on your body to convert that into energy. And that's why you find a lot of people that do the keto diet will lose a lot of fat quite quickly, because your body uses more fat for energy than it does for carbohydrates. So if you're consuming carbohydrates all day long, your body's using that for energy, and then all the fat that you've still got on your body basically just stays there because it's not required, unless you're doing extra activity to burn all those carbs up, and then your body needs more, then it will start going into the fat. But for a normal, sedentary lifestyle, if you're consuming carbohydrates, your body uses that for the energy it needs throughout the day, and the fat that you have stored on your body is not really necessary to be used for energy, so that's why it stays there. Once you eliminate the carbohydrates, your body goes, hey, we need some energy. Oh, look at these thighs, let's take some from the thighs. Look at this big gut, let's take some from the gut. So yeah, that's why your fat basically starts melting away. So that's a very simplistic way of what basically you're doing. And like I said, not a doctor, not an expert on it. This is just my basic knowledge of the ketogenic diet. So carbohydrates are not just sugar. Like, it's not just your white sugar or anything sweet. Carbohydrates is in flour. So like anything made of flour, as in bread, cakes, biscuits, pancakes, bagels, anything like that, that's made of flour, that's all carbohydrate. Rices, so things starchy stuff like rices and potatoes, they've all got carbohydrates. So these are the things that you kind of eliminate from your diet. So obviously you try and stay away from processed foods, which are generally not great for you anyway. So just common sense would be to eat more natural foods, as in meat, chicken, proteins, natural proteins and vegetables. Fruit is also not really, not that it's not allowed, but yeah, you tend to stay away from a lot of fruit when you're doing keto. Things like strawberries and berries you can eat in moderation, but yeah, most fruit obviously contains a lot of fructose, which is a sugar, which you want to try and avoid. So for me, I like to try and eat as clean as possible when I'm doing keto. So I try to stay away from as many of the artificial sugars as possible. I do have them, like I've got my low carb chocolate. I like to have a couple of pieces of that at night with a cup of tea. So, I do have certain things that have got those artificial sugars in, but I try not to consume a lot of it all day long. You know what I mean? Like, just keep that as a little treat. That's basically what the ketogenic diet is. So I'm just going to look up on Pinterest now. I've got like a little board of keto-friendly dinners. So I'm just going to go through and pick out some dinners that we're going to have for next week. Then we'll do a little bit of a meal plan and see what ingredients we need. And then we can do some shopping tomorrow and get some of that stuff in the house. I've gone onto my Pinterest page. If you guys want to follow me on there, it's Live It Like Lisa on Pinterest as well. I don't actually post really any of my own stuff on Pinterest. I mainly just use Pinterest as a inspiration board for my own projects. So I've got quite a few different boards there under all different categories. I've got one here for dinners. So in this dinners tab, it's mostly, I think, pretty much all keto friendly or low carb dinner ideas. So I'll go through and pick 7 meals out of these recipes, and they're all very basic, very simple recipes. Like, I don't like complicated recipes. Over here in this section, this is where all my favorites, like I've got my favorites tab here. So if I open that, it's got all my favorite websites, what I normally go to. So I've created another little favorites tab called dinners. Put the 7 meals that I've picked for that week. So it just saves me printing out all the papers and all the recipes. And so if I click on each one of these, it'll take me directly to the recipe on the internet. So this first one here I've chosen is the cracked chicken in crockpot. Most of these recipes have got like a heap of like stories and all of that behind it. If you just click on these tabs, you'll find it right at the top somewhere. Jump to recipe, click on that. It takes you straight to the recipe without having to scroll through, you know, pages and pages. And we'll probably just cook that with some green vegetables, either some zucchini or something like that. The next one I've picked is crockpot chicken thigh recipe in lemon and garlic butter. So that looks quite delicious. The next one I've picked out is Instapot beef and broccoli, so like a Chinese beef and broccoli meal. Next one I've picked out is the keto cheeseburger soup. So it's basically like a cheeseburger flavor in a soup. So all the ingredients of a cheeseburger but made into like a soup. Next one, I mean obviously this is not in order, so I'll sort of spread them out so there's a mixture each day and we're not having soup and or you know, for a few days in a row. This one looked interesting to me, the slow cooker cabbage roll soup. I wouldn't mind giving that one a go. That looks quite tasty. And a low carb keto pot roast. Again, this is, I'm not necessarily going to follow this recipe, but it's just there as a reference. I'm just going to maybe do like a pork roast in the slow cooker and have pulled pork and then some roast vegetables with it. So those are the recipes I've picked for next week, and I'm just going to go through them now, write out my ingredients list and shopping list and see what we need to buy. So then tomorrow when we go to port, we can get all the ingredients and everything as well. This is one way I am getting myself back on track and yeah, trying to make it as fail-proof as I can. So if I've got proper dinners prepared and I've got keto snacks in the fridge for when I'm hungry, you know, I've got options there to choose the right thing rather than just go for quickest thing, which is oftentimes carb loaded. So yeah, that's my meal plan for next week. So I've got my meal plan all in my diary, ready to go. I'm all organized for next week as far as eating goes. So I've also got here a list of snacks to look for when I go shopping, anything that's on special, to have some keto snacks in the house. So if you've been following me for a while, you know I like to do my healthy habits series. Like, I'm not actually going to do a separate series on my channel, but I like to actually start my keto off with just introducing some healthy habits each week. I just find, I don't know, for me, whenever I'm starting a new eating plan, even though, I mean, I've been doing keto now since the beginning of the year, and granted, I've been a little bit slack the last few weeks, but generally when you start a new diet plan or you start eating a different way to you normally eat, I don't know about you guys, but I tend to get like really overwhelmed with everything. Like, it's just like, oh, it's all too much. It's new foods, it's new recipes, got to cook differently or eat differently. It all gets a little bit too much. So, I mean, as far as the keto side of things and me eating, I've pretty much got that. Like, I know what I need to be eating and I know what I should be eating and what I shouldn't be eating. So I don't actually have, like, I don't count my carbs or anything like that. I kind of just know each food that I'm eating, how many carbs are in it. So like, you know, if I have a tomato, I know there's roughly 4 or 5 carbs in a tomato. If I'm having bacon and eggs, I know there's basically nothing in bacon and eggs. Like, you just get to know over time. So yeah, I don't do any like calorie counting or carb counting or anything like that. But in my head, I'm just trying to eat as little carbs as possible. I think the recommended is between, say, under 30 grams, under 20 to 30 grams of carbs a day, if you really want to sort of kick it off and get it going. But yeah, like I said, I don't really count. I just sort of, you know, do a little bit of a tally in my head. And just make sure that the foods that I am eating are reasonably low carb. You can't really go wrong. In regards to introducing healthy habits back into my daily routine again, the first couple of habits I want to introduce this week are the main ones that I've been really slack on. My half-hour daily walk and getting more water into my body. I've been really slack with the water, and especially when it's winter, it's a lot harder for me to drink water during winter as well. So yeah, those are the two main habits I really want to concentrate on the first week getting back onto my journey. So getting out during my lunch break at work for my half-hour walk in the sunshine. I mean, not only going for that half-hour walk and getting your body moving for half an hour, but also spending half an hour in the sunlight is very, very beneficial, especially for someone like me who very rarely goes outside. Yeah, there's a lot of deficiencies you can get if you're not getting enough sunlight, and that's why you find a lot of old people get a lot of these deficiencies, especially the ones that aren't, you know, venturing out of their house a lot anymore. So along with the healthy habits, so that they're the main ones I'm going to concentrate on this week. Now, last time I did my healthy habits, I was introducing new habits every week, and I think it was a little bit too much. So I'm just going to introduce a couple whenever I feel I need to. As I get myself into the habit of walking, when I'm no longer thinking about, oh, I need to schedule my walk in, when it's just part of my day, part of my habit, then I'll add another one in. Yeah, I think I got a little bit too ambitious last time. I was adding about 4 or 5 new habits every week, and I'm like, I was losing track of all the habits that I was adding. So yeah, I think I got a bit excited about the habits back then. But yeah, I'm just going to start it off slow, because at the beginning of the year, when I started my keto thing, it was just working so well. You know, I was sticking to my walk, I was sticking to my eating, and the weight was coming off. Currently, I'm pretty much stalled. Like, I have not really lost. I've probably put on maybe 1 or 2 kilos from the lowest weight I was. So I thought, let's go do a weigh-in now to see where I'm at now. So we've got a new starting point. Then once we've done the weigh-in, I want to show you, I've been working on a little bit of a motivational tracker kind of journal. So I'll, you know, getting a little bit of my creative journaling going, as well as creating a little book where I can track my progress for my weight loss and put some like hints or tips or different information that I find that might become useful. I can put it all in this journal. So yeah, we'll go do the weigh-in now and do a little flip through of my new health journal as well. In order to help me get back onto my health track, specifically the exercise portion, I have partnered up with Fitville again, and they have kindly sent me some new sneakers. I've actually got a pair for Michael this time. Can you see the size difference in the bottom box? So they've sent me some of their new range of sneakers that they've got out at the moment. So I thought I would try them out, because I absolutely love Fitville sneakers. They are really, really good for people, not only if you've got problem feet, but specifically if you've got problem feet, if you've got like bunions, plantar fasciitis, flat feet, anything like that. They are really, really good. And specifically for wide feet as well, which is me. Like, not only do I have flat feet due to the size that I am, plus the fact that I don't exercise, the arch of my feet have slowly declined over the years. So I've got reasonably flat feet, but also very wide feet. And I have a lot of trouble finding sneakers to fit me. I have to always shop in the men's section, and the men's section is not always as pretty as the female shoes. So yeah, Fitville create a range for female, but also, you know, to cater for the wide feet as well. And same with Michael. Like, Michael's 6'2", and he's a size between 12 to 13 Australian sizes, and he struggles to find shoes to fit him. And not only shoes to fit him, but good quality shoes that will last as well. So I thought, well, get him to try out a pair of Fitville shoes as well, because he's a lot harder on his shoes than I am, clearly, because I don't do anything in mine. I basically sit at my desk in mine. But, you know, now that I've got some new sneakers to try out, I'm hoping that will encourage me to go on my walks a lot more. But yeah, so I've got a pair for Michael as well. So he's going to try on his. We'll do another review in a couple of weeks' time to see how he's traveling with them. Thanks again to Fitville. I will leave a link to their website and everything down below if you want to check them out. I highly recommend them. I've already got a pair of like sandals, like sort of slip-on sandals, a pair of slippers that I wear around the house all the time, and a pair of sneakers that I got from my last partnership with them, and I absolutely swear by them. Like, I wear them all the time, and they are the most comfiest shoes, especially if you're doing shopping and you're on your feet walking all day doing the shopping. Like, my feet and my legs I used to come home and be really fatigued in my feet and my legs. But when I wear the Fitville shoes, it just eliminates all that. And, you know, I'm not just saying this because I'm partnering with them. I wouldn't be partnering with them if I didn't love them myself. You know me, guys, I only promote products that I truly believe in or that I'm truly interested in. And I definitely wouldn't have gone with Fitville for a second time round if I didn't truly believe in their shoes. So this is the first pair that I got. It's purple and aqua color, which I absolutely love that color combination. They've got a really good solid tread on them. They're a really good solid shoe as well, very well made. And yeah, that's the first pair I got. And then the second pair I got were these ones. I absolutely love the color of these ones. So this is the second pair that I got. They are grey and maroon colored, and absolutely love those. We've got the, have they got the, yeah, it's got like the faux lace as well as the Velcro attachment up the top here, which I love. And yeah, absolutely love that color of shoe. So yeah, very keen to give those a go. That's the sole on theirs. Now for me, the size that I get is a 10.5 wide in women. So even though I'm short, like I'm only 5'2", I've got a really long foot. And I think that's due to my mum only allowing me to wear sandals when I was a kid growing up. So I think that's why my feet have really grown long and wide, because they weren't constricted in any way. And I think, yeah, I think that was the whole point of it. But it's definitely not served me well, because I really struggle to find shoes to fit me now. So yeah, I'll try these on. We'll get Michael to unbox his. We'll show you his, and then we'll do a little bit of a try on for you guys. Now in the Fitville shoes, he has gotten a 12.5 extra wide. If you go onto their Fitville website, they show you how to specifically measure your foot to make sure you get the correct fit. And so far, all of my shoes have fit perfectly. I'll get you to unbox your one.
Not sure I want to be on Live It Like Lisa.
It's a privilege to be on Live It Like Lisa. You're lucky I am giving you the exposure.
Now, if you're watching this, subscribe to Mike's Man Cave.
Please.
For good videos.
Wow, they look pretty cool. So which boot did you get? Was it the
good.
the high top steel core? Is it a steel cap one, your one? They got good rubber grippy though.
Yeah, well, they've got a grippy rubber sole.
That is a massive foot, Mike. Like, Jesus, and I've got really big feet. I'm a 10 in a women, and look how big that is.
Yeah, so that's it there. They look good. Got my good work socks on.
Well, the good ones that don't even have a hole. Do they fit width-wise on your foot?
Yeah, they're really good.
They look good. They actually don't make your feet look massive, you know. What do they feel like? Geez, I think they give you about 1 inch of height as well.
I think they do. They're pretty tall.
They are, yeah, they are so comfy. They're perfect fit. Like, my toe is right there. It's wide, it's comfy.
Well, I'll see how these ones go. I wouldn't mind ordering another set, and I might actually use these for work.
I love the look of them, and they're so spongy. And yeah, these ones definitely give me at least 1 inch in height. And I like these too because I don't have to sort of sit there trying to tie up my laces. It's just a Velcro strap, which is great. So these ones are specifically, I don't know if you can see it in there, but these ones are comfort technology, recovery power, so heel and arch support. So, you know, if you've got problems with flat feet and that sort of thing, these are specifically designed for that. Oh, these are really, really nice. You can definitely feel the arch support in these, 100%, yeah. And it hugs your heel as well. I actually love these. Oh, I think these ones are gonna be my favorite as far as fit and comfort, I love them. Yeah, they are super comfy. Absolutely love them. So we're here in my craft room, and this is my health journal that I've created just to keep track of my progress, somewhere where I can put different exercise ideas or different recipes or different hints and tips and motivational quotes and things like that, and just have it all in one place. And also I'm hoping once I reach my goal, it'll be a nice journal to look back on and to see my journey and all of that. I want to do a bit of a collage on the front and back cover just to make it look like an actual weight loss journal. It's not finished. There's a lot of pages where I've just stuck stuff in and haven't decorated or anything yet, so it's still a bit of work in progress, but it's also given me a little bit of a creative outlet to get going with my journaling. So my first title page I created was this. I printed off a page from Pinterest and then just decorated the page with some chalk. Body under construction, mind on a mission. I thought that's a great title page. Okay, next is my starting weight pictures. I'm not even sure if this will actually make it into the video. Oh, why not? Look guys, you know how big I am. It's not like I can hide it under clothes. So here on this page I have put my starting weight as at the beginning of January. So it was 122.7. And these are my starting weight pictures. So I've lost about 10 kilos since the beginning of this year, since these pictures were taken. But in all honesty, to me, when I look at myself in the mirror, I pretty much look the same. Like my stomach still doesn't look like it's gone down that much. So yeah, I really need to kick-start it off again and lose another 10 at least this year. So yeah, I've also done my starting measurements as well. So I think I will do a progress one at the end of this year, whether I've reached my goal or not. I mean, I'm definitely not going to be reaching my goal by the end of this year, but I will do another page as at the end of this year, do new pictures, new measurements, and also include that in the book as well. So yeah, there'll be like a bit of a progress as far as pictures and measurements go. Next, I've just done a couple of pages here. This is the goal, like kind of what we're aiming for. Not that I ever think I will look like this, but just, you know, a couple of inspiration pictures to say, yep, keep pushing yourself, keep going, and let's get this fat moving. Just printed these off from the internet and just decorated the pages with some chalks and some watercolors. So here, this page is like a motivational page. So I want to put some like motivational quotes in these boxes. I've just used my stamps to create some little boxes, colored it in with some watercolor paint. As I find some quotes that I like, I will include those in those pages. Next page, we've got the weight loss tracker. I'm not sure if it's really coming up on camera. It probably is, but it's just really light what I'm looking through the viewfinder. But this is like my weight loss tracker so far. So we started off at 122.7. So that was, I mean, the dates are, you can't really see the dates that well, but that was like January 9th. January 16th, 23:30, so like 1 week each week, then February each week, March each week, and then that's where I kind of slackened off. So, you know, it was pretty much when my dad moved into the aged care home up until now, when we finally paid those fees, I just lost a bit of momentum, and yeah, there was just a lot going on that I just couldn't focus on it really well. But as you can see, I've done my weigh-in today. At least I haven't really gained anything since the last time I weighed in. In fact, I think this is actually like 100 grams less. So I think that's 111.3 and this one's 111.2. Then obviously I've got other boxes there to keep going with the tracker. Again, decorated with some stamps, pictures from the internet. So this one I've done like a double page spread for hair inspiration. So, you know, what sort of styles I like, what sort of colors I like. And then also this page for any hair like recipes or like different hints and tips for hair growth and that sort of thing. So that's like a double spread for the hair. I've also done like a spread for eyes, for teeth. So just some inspiration pictures of like the shaped eyebrows that I like and eyelashes. And so I've still got to find a few more inspiration pictures here to fill up these. Just some different hints and tips on how to make your teeth white. And then this one is just some face inspiration. Not that I can change my face, but you know, just some like nice sort of different things I liked about the faces, like whether it was like the lip shapes or the eyebrow shapes or different things like that. So this is my double spread for body, different things for your body. So I've got like, you know, a DIY pink salt scrub, homemade sugar scrubs, what you can use baking soda for, detox recipes, you know, just little things like that. This one's going to be obviously hands and nails and feet and nails. I have not finished decorating that page, just stuck the pictures on for now. Again, just stuck some pictures in, but still have to decorate the pages. I've got here a space where I want to work out an ideal morning routine, and then that one's got just some ideas on a morning routine. Again, an ideal night routine. I haven't worked it out yet. A weekday routine, like what I would do during the week, and then a weekend routine. So yeah, just some ideas there. Just a decorative page on some beauty treatment, just practicing some watercolor techniques on that. Got a little quote here. Now the next couple of pages are just some stretching routines and exercise routines I found on the internet. This is from a website called Dereby or Dareby.com. They've got heaps of different workout routines and different things on their website. So yeah, if you're looking for some, you know, easy non-gym workout routines, definitely check out their website. So I've just printed off a couple of different ones that I found interesting. Then we've got another decorative page here. I went with a camouflage decoration to kind of match the girl's outfit. Same with that, another quote, but I haven't decorated the page. We've got a 10-week workout plan here. I might try that one day. Got here 50 self-care ideas for a bad day. If you're having a bad day, different things you can do to cheer up your mood. Then we've got my Turkish guy. You always need a romantic idol to spur you on when you decide to reach for that chocolate and you think, if he was sitting next to me now, would he approve? Again, just some inspiration pictures. Look at the abs, imagine fitting into jeans like that. I mean, I will never be this shape. What else have we got? That's also my Turkish guy again. I was just, you know, doing some decorative pages, playing with a bit of watercolor and a little bit of water splashes. I'm very new to all the watercolor things and the art things, so I was just testing it all out with this journal. Again, I've just stuck some pictures or different quotes and different things in. Some haven't even been stuck in yet, ready for the pages to be decorated. So here I've got like a vitamin cheat sheet and a mineral cheat sheet. So what the kind of vitamin it is, what it's used for, and where you can get it from, like, you know, different food sources you can get it from. Same with the minerals, so I've still got to decorate that page. More Turkish guy inspiration. So this one here, benefits of drinking cucumber water. I've just sort of done a bit of a splash watercolor page with a big cucumber slice. Got a big lemon one here, so why you should drink lemon water. And then just decorated the page with a big lemon wedge. Here we've got weird signs of dehydration, best times to drink water. So, you know, all about hydrating yourself. This is a girl I found on, I think it was on Pinterest or something like that. She is just the epitome of like the kind of style that I like, you know, like the dark eyes, the dark hair, the gothic style clothes. Like that's, yeah, I love that sort of look. So I just did a colourful page of her. I think she's quite pretty as well. Another quote here, still got to decorate that page. But yeah, you get the idea. So it's basically just a journal where I've put in some inspiration things to spur me on. That's my Turkish guy again. I just did a continuing on with the drawing kind of thing. was just playing around. Sweat is just fat crying. I really like this page as well, just practicing with my watercolors. That one hasn't even been stuck in yet. So 50 things that will change your life in the new year. And then I've got a whole heap of little pictures and different things here that I still haven't actually stuck in yet. It's a work in progress, and as I actually work on it, it also motivates me and inspires me to keep going as well. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and then the last page, of course, my Turkish guy again. So yeah, that's my little, well, not so little, but that's my like health journal to keep track of my journey, and hopefully once I reach my goal, it'll be lovely to look back on it. So just while we're in my craft room, I thought I may as well share a little AliExpress haul with you guys. I have been doing some hauling, guys. There's probably going to be a little haul in every video for the next couple of weeks. I've got so much to share with you. So this haul's not sponsored. I've purchased everything myself. And yeah, just a couple of little things I found online while I've been in that rabbit hole. So you guys know I've decluttered a lot of my Christmas decor. I've decluttered I've gotten rid of all my Easter decor. We're no longer decorating for Easter. And I've decluttered a lot of my Halloween decor. The only thing I needed to get for Halloween and Christmas was some cushion covers. Now that we don't have that little living area in the main room anymore, the main areas that are going to get decorated will probably be the theatre room and the main living area. So, I mean, not that I'm going to do a lot in the theatre room, but there's 4 cushions on each of the chairs. So I figured for each of the holidays, I'll get a set of cushion covers. So I currently had a set of 3 Christmas cushion covers, and because there's 4 in the theatre room, I needed to buy 1 more cushion cover for that. So I picked up this cushion cover from AliExpress, which matches the 3 that I've already got. So that was actually quite good. So the first thing I picked up was this Christmas cushion cover, and that's going to match the 3 that I've already got. It's the same sort of style with the candy stripe. So all these cushion covers I'm going to show you, they're all around between the $3 and $5 mark. So can't really grumble at that. I've got theatre themed cushion covers on in the theatre room at the moment, and then once Halloween comes around, I'll show you the 4 that I've got for Halloween. When Christmas comes around, I will then have 4 for Christmas as well. So the next cushion covers I got are all for Halloween. These are a set of 4 in a vintage style kind of print. So that's the first Halloween one. So that's the second one. I really like that. This is the next one. It's Happy Halloween with a bat is the last one. So if you're looking for some really inexpensive cushion covers, yeah, they're great. I got a few makeup items from AliExpress. So I picked up these set of lipsticks. How pretty are those colors? I absolutely love my nudie pink kind of lipstick colors, you guys know. These were all only a couple of dollars each. But those are the colors there. Yeah, they're not in any sort of order, but you can see, not really a gloss, but kind of like they're more of a sheer. Very happy with those. I picked up this other lipstick as well. Again, it's that nudie pink that gets me every time. Is this color, and yeah, love that one. I was also looking for some baby pink blushes. These 2 on AliExpress, and I really like the color of those as well. Next, I picked up this cute little eyeshadow palette. It's sort of pinky nudes, pinky rosy kind of tones. I really like that. Okay, so we've got a Faux Mix blusher, Barbie pink color, very, very bright. Yeah, I think now that you take the lid off, okay, so you can see there's some pinky shade coming out there. I think I'm gonna like this actually. It looks quite bright there, but when it goes on your skin, it's actually quite nice. It's not too bright. That's the makeup. Next, I picked up one of these, but it's a dead skin grinder to grind all the dead skin off your heels. So it come with a couple of attachments. It came with the actual machine itself, plus a charging cable, plus a little cleaner brush, plus some instructions. So I'm very keen to give, and it also comes already charged, and it's got different speeds. So yeah, it's got like obviously a rough grinding blade there to grind all the dead skin off your feet. I'll try that out and I'll let you know how that one goes. Next, I picked up this little nail kit. So I've been seeing quite a few people are into the dipped nail stuff. So I thought I'd give it a go. So you get 3 nail polish bottles. One's a base coat, one's a top coat, one's an activator. You get 4 dipping powders. So we've got like a reddish, a goldy red color, and then we've got a couple of different nudie pinks. So they're the nudie pink colors. It's probably hard to see in the actual container. You basically sort of dip your nail into the pot, the powder builds up, forms like a, you know, a thicker coating on your nail. And yeah, so and it also came with a little nail file as well. So I'm keen to give that a go. I think that set was about $10, like $9 something. But like I said, I don't know how to do it correctly, so I will have to look it up. And when I do, we can maybe do it together. So I thought I'd give that a go. Oh, and it also came with this little brush to brush the powder off your nails as well. So that's that set. Now the last couple of items I picked up were again journaling items. I'm not going to take them out of the packets. I'll just quickly show you the packets and show you the back of the packet, because it pretty much shows you what you're getting in it. So the first one is this packet of different kind of mushroom stickers. So that's the variety that you get on the back, and I think there is 68 different stickers in there. Oh no, 30. No, I think there's actually 60, because I think each pack had double the amount in it. So that's the mushroom pack. I also picked up a butterfly pack. So these stickers are like a see-through washi kind of sticker, not like a solid sticker. And then they're the different kinds on the back. So next we got a packet of florals and a packet of florals and birds. So that's the packet there. And then they're the different varieties of what you get on the back. So one of them's got a couple of different birds in there as well as the florals. This one is again different florals, but more like ferns and leaves. So that's the different varieties in there. These are like the clear see-through, like the clear sticker on like a PVC kind of backing. So we've got pink florals there, yellow florals in that one. I think this actually came in a set of 4, so I think you got one of each. And then we've got a white packet and a blue packet. So yeah, there's quite a few stickers in each of those packets, and like I said, they're on like a clear back. So next I got a packet of different faces and girls. And then last but not least, from AliExpress, I got this clear stamp set. Mainly it's like background kind of textures, background patterns. So yeah, so that's my little AliExpress haul. So I think I might finish the video up here, only because we're going up to Port tomorrow, and we're going to be not only visiting my dad but doing a whole grocery shop as well. So I might make that a whole separate video, because that's probably going to be a long one just by itself. So yeah, this was basically just my healthy habits reset and getting myself back on track, and just letting you guys know where I'm up to, what we're going to be starting next week. And yeah, if you wanted to follow along, then yeah, by all means join me in the comments below. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.